Hello everyone, welcome to this new installment of the Wrestling Analyst. Now today I'm going to take a look at what's going to happen tonight at Halloween Havoc, premium live event for NXT. These are going to be my predictions and pre-match analysis. Now, I don't know which order each match is going to be. I'm just going to take them one by one in what I think might be the card, that how it's going to be presented. Now, first match, Cora Jade versus Roxanne Perez. Now, I put this one first, but I'm pretty sure it's not going to be first. Weapons Wild match. Now, Cora wants to win and show that she's the better woman in that former friendship of theirs. Roxanne basically wants the same thing, but she also wants to avenge her loss earlier in their feud. And of course, she wants to avenge the treason of Cora. Now, WWE sees a great future for both of them, especially Roxanne, who already had a match at SmackDown where she was pinned by Bayley in the 6-woman tag last Friday. Not yesterday, but last Friday. Now, this match is going to be violent. There's going to be a lot of weapons involved. And I see Roxanne taking the win. And she's going to move to greater things in NXT. Maybe, not in the near future, maybe challenge Alba Fire for well, I just made a spoiler there that I think Alba Fire will win the title later on in the night. But I see Roxanne moving on to greater things in NXT. Now, Roxanne and Cora will probably face each other in the future for the NXT title. You will have heard it here first, probably. Second match. Grayson Waller versus Apollo Crews. Now, Apollo wants to get retribution for Grayson renting him temporarily blind in the near past. Waller wants to avenge himself after Crews almost did the same thing to him. Now, Apollo, as a wrestler, he does have all the tools to be a superstar. That guy has agility, he has power, yeah. Maybe missing a little bit of charisma. Now, in the future, maybe a heel turn with a manager would be the best thing for him. But we're not there yet. I think he's basically in NXT to improve on his promo skills, and in the meantime, he will put younger talent over. Now, Waller is your classic heel, obnoxious. You want to hit him in the face. You want to punch him in the face just when you see him. Now, I think Grayson Waller is going to win this match. Basically for the reason I explained earlier, Apollo being there to put younger talent over. Third match. Julius Creed versus Damon Camp in an ambulance match. Waller and Crews, it's a spin the wheel, make the deal match. That's a Halloween Havoc classic. If Creed loses, Brutus Creed leaves NXT. Now this one has a lot of potential storylines in the future. Julius Creed wants to make Damon pay for his treason of Diamond Mine. That's basically the reason of this match. Now Damon wants to get rid of Brutus Creed because he's tired of looking over his shoulder to see if Brutus will attack him from behind. At Worlds Collide, a couple of months ago, Damon attacked Roderick Strong in a parking lot, which is the most dangerous parking lot in the world. He attacked him, injured him, and proceeded to prevent the Creed brothers from winning the unified tag titles when he turned on them. Now, Here are things I'm seeing. First possible storyline. Roderick is not really injured. He has played the Creed brothers all along. And during the match, he will help Damon Kemp win the match and betray the Creeds. Now, if this happens, Kemp would go back in Diamond Mine. Julius, what will happen with Julius? Will he keep staying and keep fighting Diamond Mine? Does Ivy Nile follow the Creeds? Now, the Creeds might be called up to the main roster too. After that, if Julius loses this match and Brutus is out of NXT, maybe Julius just quits NXT. He says goes on a promo and quits NXT and everything, and they both get called up to the main roster, and that's the end of it. But the storyline I'm seeing right now is a classic in the sense that Julius stays on to fight. Brutus comes back with a mask. Everybody knows it's him. Julius and Ivy Nile probably with joining them, joining the Creeds. They both deny it's Brutus. We don't know who it is. It's my new tag team partner. It's my new little brother, but he doesn't want to be known. But everybody will know that it's Brutus. And that's going to be the storyline there with Roderick, Kemp, and going against the Creed brothers. And you're going to have Ivy Nile, which going to be going against Tatum Paxley. Could be like a whole new feud between former Diamond Mine members. So what I think, there's two results here possible. Either Julius wins and the Creed brothers stay like that, but I think it would be more interesting if Damon Kemp wins, with all the storylines, the possible developments I just mentioned. So what I think is going to happen is really that Damon Kemp is going to win, and we're going to see that little storyline coming with a masked Brutus and everything. I might be wrong, but this storyline that I just said has so much potential that's what I think is going to happen. There's a lot of things that can go on in this. So Damon Kemp is your winner on that one, with the help of Roderick Strong. Now, Mandy Rose versus Alba Fire for the NXT Women's Championship. Now, Mandy wants to continue her title reign, which is basically what every champion wants. Mandy has the third longest title reign in the history of the NXT Women's title, behind Shayna Baszler at 416 and Asuka at 522. Now, Baszler has the most days with the title in her two reigns, with 548 days. Alba Fire wants to win the title, of course. She's challenging. And if she wins, she would become the second woman to win both NXT and NXT UK titles. She was known as Kaylee Ray in NXT UK. Now, the other woman, I think everybody knows her, is Rhea Ripley. Ripley was the inaugural champion at NXT UK. Now, I think Alba Fire will win the title, in spite of all the possible interference from Toxic Attraction, maybe even Sonya Deville interfering, but I think Alba will prevail and come out as a strong champion. What's going to happen with Toxic Attraction after that? Well, for having seen Toxic Attraction live in Montreal on SmackDown in August, and seeing that their NXT career for Gigi and JC are not going anywhere right now. With they've been on a losing streak in NXT. That tells me that Toxic Attraction will be called up to the main roster, probably going on SmackDown. That's what I think. So, winner and new NXT Women's Champion, Alba Fire. Now, 5-man ladder match for the North American Championship. Carmelo Hayes versus Oro Mensah versus Wesley versus Nathan Fraser versus Von Wagner. Now, Carmelo wants to get the title back after losing it to Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa, as you all know, was stripped of the title because he was not a sanctioned opponent for Carmelo. Now, this is the thing in wrestling. You can do whatever you want, because they could have just given back the title to Carmelo, but they did not do that. Now, Nathan Fraser won a spectacular 2 out of 3 falls series against Axiom to get his spot in this match. Oro, Wesley, Nathan, Carmelo, they're all high flyers in there. The only exception in this match is Von Wagner, which is there for his power. Now look for Von Wagner to dominate the match at some point with his power moves. He's going to throw those high flyers all around the ring and everything. But this match has all the tools to be a classic. And it will be spectacular. Now, if Carmelo Hayes does not win this match, it's because he will get called up on the main roster. He already had a match on main event against Cedric Alexander, and he beat Cedric. So that might be a clue there. Now, main event is not Raw, is not SmackDown, but that guy has all the tools to be he's not that big, but I mean, Carmelo has so much agility, so much upside to his wrestling. He can do incredible things in the ring. And if he doesn't win the match, maybe he goes on to challenge for the NXT title. Who knows? But Carmelo is ready for the main roster. But if he, like I said, if he doesn't win, it's because he's going to get called up. This match is basically a toss-up. Your pick is as good as mine. Now, since I haven't followed NXT for that long, it's very difficult for me to predict this one. But I'll go with Melo Hayes. My second choice is Nathan Fraser, because he just won that big 2 out of 3 falls that I mentioned. But I think that your winner and new North American champion will be Carmelo Hayes. Then he's going to be able to say that he beat 4 guys And it's just going to be heel heat going on. But we'll see. But I think it's going to be Melo. Finally, it's going to be the main event. Braun Breaker versus JD McDonough versus Ilya Dragunov. Now, Dragunov just came back from a major injury to his ankle. He was one of the last NXT UK champions. He was beaten by JD McDonough for that title earlier. I don't know when exactly, but McDonough beat him for the title. And McDonough was beaten after that by, Mustache Mountain there. I have a, that's a strong boy, what his name is, I don't remember, but I have a blank there. But then Braun Breaker beat that guy to unify the titles. What's his name again? List of NXT UK champions. Let's see. I can't find it. NXT UK champions. Tyler Bate. That's the guy. That's the guy. Oh, I was wrong. JD McDonough did not beat Dragunov for the title, so he was not the champion. Okay, so I really thought that McDonough won the title, but it was vacated by Dragunov, and then Tyler Bate won the title. All right, so sorry I digressed a little bit, but now Dragunov, I don't think he has been in NXT US long enough, in my opinion, to get the title that fast. Even though he was NXT champion and everything, he seems to be very well liked by the crowd. But since he just arrived, I don't think he's going to get the title tonight. Now, who I think is going to win might surprise you, but I think it's going to be JD McDonough. And how it's going to happen is Braun Breaker is going to spear Dragunov, and McDonough is just going to pick up the pieces. He's going to take Breaker, he's going to throw him out of the ring, and then he's going to pin Dragunov after Breaker's spear. Now, what this finish would be able to give us would be that Breaker could then come and say to McDonough, hey, you didn't pin me for the championship, so I want a rematch. That could be one argument. Now McDonough's game would be to avoid Breaker by any means necessary. Dragunov, on the other hand, could also claim to McDonough, hey, you did not beat me by yourself. It's Breaker that speared me, and you just picked up the pieces, and that's it. You were lucky to win the title. And that's the claim that both of them can make. Now, I will watch the event tonight. So probably tomorrow I'm going to do my SmackDown analysis. And Monday I'm going to do another video for Halloween Havoc results and analysis. So just to recap, who I think is going to win: Roxanne Perez, is gonna win over Cora Jade. Grayson Waller will pin Apollo Crews. I think Damon Kemp will beat Julius Creed with all the interesting storylines that could happen with there. Alba Fire will become your new NXT Women's Champion. I think that Carmelo Hayes will recapture the North American title. And I think that JD McDonough will be your new NXT champion. So we'll see how my predictions go. And hope you have a lot of, hope you watch Halloween Havoc and enjoy it as much as I will do tonight. Have a nice day.